GameStop just secured $1.3 billion in interest-free money, and they're using it to buy Bitcoin. This isn't just about a treasury move. This is the beginning of the first ever Bitcoin-backed short squeeze. A 4D chess move so brilliant, it might have come straight from Saylor himself. And while the normies are distracted with meme stocks and market noise, Utah just passed a Bitcoin rights law. The right to mine, the right to self-custody, and the right to run a node. Oh yeah, the game has changed. Bitcoin is now a weapon on corporate balance sheets and in state legislation. If you're watching this, you're still early. But make no mistake, the Omega is coming. Get locked in, because we have massive news to get to. Send it!
Hey, Charles, thanks for coming back on. Listen, as to their almost $5 billion they have in cash, again, no debt, by the way, we think they should put at least half of that amount, at least $2.5 billion should go into Bitcoin at this point. The problem that Ryan Cohen, excellent CEO, has is that he should have made these moves a year or 2 years ago when Bitcoin was $30,000, $40,000,
but that's what
$50,000.
if, right? That doesn't matter anymore, right? That's in the past. But for the future, you say this is a good approach, though.
Absolutely. It's a great special situation stock. We played AMC. We did well there. We used Trump Media, did well there. We think GameStop is going to 50 on this move, ultimately $100, because this is now a $13 billion hedge fund that's got the ability to invest in Bitcoin, which is just getting started, is the best supply-demand story there is. We applaud Ryan Cohen on this excellent move.
All right, here we go. GameStop just pulled a Michael Saylor-level move, and barely anybody understands how deep this goes. They didn't just announce a Bitcoin strategy. They just took $1.3 billion in interest-free loans to execute it, and Bitcoin's price is still stuck in purgatory, meaning you're still early. Look at this. Just a strategy announcement added $1.6 billion in market cap. No Bitcoin bought, just vibes and a balance sheet, and that's phase 1 of the master plan. Phase 1, strategy. Phase 2, purchase. Phase 3, financial engineering to buy more Bitcoin. They're literally following the MicroStrategy playbook, but with 10x the starting firepower. This is insane. MicroStrategy launched the Bitcoin corporate treasury wave in a rowboat. GameStop is coming in like the Royal Caribbean of Bitcoin when it comes to balance sheet moves. And if you're watching the charts, GameStop just broke out of a textbook wedge, and based on chart wizardry, it might retest the wedge, but then blast off. What do they call it? A textbook Bukowski. But could this be an orchestrated squeeze? Is Michael Saylor in on it? This is 4D chess. GameStop gets $1.3 billion in convertible bonds, 0 interest, no dilution, unless the price moons. That money buys Bitcoin. Bitcoin moons. GME price moons. Bondholders convert. Floor rises. GME issues more, buys more Bitcoin. Loop, repeat, forever. This is the first ever Bitcoin-backed infinite short squeeze. And if you think it's all retail-driven, think again. GameStop now has $6 billion in future Bitcoin purchasing power. That's $13.60 a share in dry powder. And if you're short, well, that's your worst nightmare. That's right. We may be early, but we're not wrong. And just look at this. Ryan Cohen has taken GameStop from negative $381 million net income in 2021 to plus $131 million in 2024. That's a $512 million swing. This guy's not just memeing. He's building the next Bitcoin Berkshire. Meanwhile, Utah just passed the Bitcoin Rights Protection Act. Not that we need it. Isn't that like Fourth Amendment protections, First Amendment anyway? But hey, we'll take it. Sponsored by Representative Jordan Tusher. Not that you didn't have it before, but you also now have the right to legally mine Bitcoin, self-custody it, and run a node. But we're not here to ask for permission. Anyway, back to it. This isn't theory anymore. This is law. And it's not just Utah. The digital gold rush is here, but before we bring it home today, look at our likes.
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and give us a pamp by sharing this video while we take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the masters of Bitcoin sovereignty, the Bitcoin way. You're looking to learn how to Bitcoin, how to properly secure your Bitcoin? You might want to head on over to the newly revamped Bitcoin Way website where you can begin your road to Bitcoin sovereignty today. If you're looking to schedule a free 30-minute consultation, go ahead and use that link below in the show notes. Are you absolutely sick of explaining why taxation and money printing are theft to people who just don't care? Well, all your lonely days are gone, my friends, with the Orange Pill app. You can stack friends who stack sats. It's the ultimate hub to connect with fellow Bitcoiners, find meetups, and discover every Bitcoin conference happening near you and across the country. Oh, and just in, the Orange Pill app Lightning Wallet is live. You can send and receive Bitcoin at the speed of lightning, baby. No setup, no limits, just pure sats and freedom. Zapty usernames, Lightning URLs, Lightning Network addresses. You can pay invoices. Bitcoin is better with friends. And now you can zap them instantly, all in one app. What are you waiting for? Download the Orange Pill app today and start meeting your laser-eyed brothers and sisters in the real world. Zap your friends, your favorite Bitcoiners, and Bitcoin companies, and who knows? The connections you make could last a lifetime.
We could take our gold certificates, which are currently held at the Federal Reserve on the books at their 1974 value, which is $42 an ounce. Now, most of us know that gold has gone closer to 3,000 an ounce. So if we took those gold certificates, not physical gold, let's keep our physical gold. Let's take the gold certificates, bring them up to current fair market value, and convert them to Bitcoin. Other possibilities that we were just discussing in the back room that are really exciting is the United States has energy producing assets. Let's use those to convert the energy production capabilities of the United States government to producing Bitcoin. That's another way that we can convert our royalties that we usually get in cash into royalties in kind by way of Bitcoin. And there are a myriad of other ideas for fulfilling the goals of President Trump's executive order by creating a strategic Bitcoin reserve without expending a single new dollar from the taxpayers.
Senators are openly calling to buy 1 million Bitcoin before August.
The most valued. And I think if people understand, generally speaking, this is really, really good for the future of U.S. dominance financially around the world, then we'll get to a point of consensus. And I think we're getting there. I think certainly this industry, the Digital Chamber I was a member of 11 years ago, where we took a totally different small group of people and now are a pretty powerful force in Washington, D.C. I think we got to celebrate that too, that's happened in a very short period of time. So it's exciting times. I'm going to lay out the gauntlet. Let's get this done by August. Recess. What do you think? We'll get it done? Market structure, Genius Act, SBR done by August, right? What do you guys think?
And Saylor's saying if we don't act now, we'll be buying Bitcoin at 10 million, 20 million, and 50 million a coin.
Because we traded all this gold for all the European commodities and manufactured goods. The Europeans suffered a recession. America was built on the gold that the 49ers brought. And so this is the modern digital gold rush. We should just go grab the digital gold. Eventually, the rest of the world will trade all of their stuff for it. But when they buy it, they'll be buying it at 10 million a coin or 20 million a coin or 50 million a coin. And we will basically take our debt and we'll negate it. And then we'll flip to being a creditor nation. And what does it take to be rich? Well, ask Bill Gates or Steve Ballmer or Mark Zuckerberg, or Larry Page or Sergey Brin. What does it take to be rich? It just takes a little bit of vision, a little bit of conviction, and use technology, right? And so in this case, I think our country should be rich. It is rich. We're rich because we bought California for a few $1 million before people knew that, before they knew Hollywood or Silicon Valley would be a thing, right? And now I think we should buy cyberspace, and it's the most powerful lever imaginable because you're paying a penny to get $1, and not only are you paying a penny to get $1, but you're de-risking the thing, right? Because in the process of adopting Bitcoin as the network, you force a stampede of all of our allies, all of our frenemies, all of our enemies, and you accelerate the monetization of the network. So everybody's a winner. I mean, arguably, even the rest of the world's a winner because they're going to be better off using digital capital as a store of value than using Siberian warehouses.
The dominoes are falling. Bhutan, mines, El Salvador, hodls. Jan 3 is out here signing deals. Nation-state accumulation has begun.
If you think about what can happen in the future, let's say the IMF does realize that Bitcoin is not going away, then their incentive would be to structure future agreements that they not only extract natural resources, but extract Bitcoin. So they can stipulate that if you mine Bitcoin, all Bitcoin goes to them. And unless you default, then you kind of have to play along with that game. So it's almost like you have to default at this point before things escalate further and you're really locking everyone up in that country forever into debt slavery. I could see like a lot of countries just saying, yeah, we default. Like, what you gonna do? And then just reboot on a Bitcoin standard, because if they think far enough ahead, that is where it's going to go. You're going to have volcano mining to pay the IMF instead of that money going to the people. So it's almost like the ethical thing to do is to default at this point before things go on to a sound money standard.
IMF wants your Bitcoin. They want nation states to hand it over like it's a natural resource. But what happens when countries say no? GFY IMF, we don't need you anymore. That's right. Bitcoin is the last institution, the only institution strong enough to withstand the global panic and FOMO that's heading our way. GameStop's move did not happen in isolation. This week alone, the blockchain group added 580 Bitcoin. Strategy now holds over 500,000 BTC. Metaplanet added 150 Bitcoin. GameStop, they locked in a $1.3 billion buy, all while ETFs continue to hoover up coins like a Dyson on bath salts. This isn't just about Bitcoin. This is about the war for financial sovereignty. GameStop didn't just make a treasury allocation. They just declared independence from fiat debasement. Let the games begin! Hey, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and give us a pamp by sharing this video with one of those poor souls saving in fiat. And don't forget to set those notifications for the best in Bitcoin delivered to you daily. Keep your head on a swivel. Nico and Dante have a lot of stuff coming your way, so stay tuned. Don't forget to come say hi at Mining Disrupt this afternoon, and I'll see you guys in Dallas very soon. Hey, I love you guys. Catch you next time. Peace.
If you prefer to go down with the ship, fuck you.